On my website. We'd like to welcome you to BMORENEWS.com, the news before the news, where we uncover the truth. Look who I found in Baltimore. Who it is? What's your name?
My name is Maimouna Youssef.
Wow.
Blooming.
Are you from Baltimore?
I am.
I heard you an actress and singer and world famous and...
A little bit. I do a little bit of all of that.
Yeah? What cities?
Have I lived or have I worked or
Hey, you been
toured?
performing. You left Baltimore. What, you left
I've been all over. I've been to at least 40 of the 50 states in Switzerland, Belgium, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa.
How'd you like South Africa?
I love South Africa. I spent a lot of time in Cape Town because they're for the Cape Town Jazz Festival, so it was a little interesting. I didn't see as many Africans as I would have liked to have seen. But overall, it was very beautiful. I went to Robben Island to
What's Robben Island?
It's where Nelson Mandela was held prisoner for a number of years of his sentence. So that was a pretty emotional journey, you know. And I got to just hang out and chill with some of the.
It was your first time in Africa?
It was, unfortunately. I know that sounds crazy because my mother, my sisters, my brothers, all of them have been back multiple times, but for whatever reason, this was the first time that I was able to go. So it was a pleasure. I was touring with Zap Mama, and it was a pleasure to go to Africa. I can't wait to go again. Senegal and Mali are my next two places I really want to go
My first spot was Ethiopia. You got to go to Ethiopia.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I got to add Ethiopia on there.
Oh, no, I'm a big fan of Ethiopia. How's the music?
The music is great.
We have this new CD out. What's
The Blooming.
The Blooming.
We just released it September 20th. It is my full-length LP, and there's a number of producers on there and features, including DJ Jazzy Jeff, Raheem Devon, Zap Mama, Stickman from Dead Prez, Wise Intelligent from Poor Righteous Teachers.
I'm a big fan of Raheem Devon. I did one of his first radio interviews.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, down in Radio 1 downtown, long time ago. Look at him now. Look at you now.
But it's been great. It's an independent project. We put together our own tour to promote the record. So we've been just hitting city to city, linking with the organizations there, Hip Hop Congress, amongst some other organizations, and connecting with the people, bringing them the music so they can decide for themselves if they want to hear.
It's awesome. We heard it on the show today. We heard 3 cuts. What were those 3 cuts? I know the title cut, The Blooming.
So we had Wake Up was the first one.
Wake Up. And what's that love song I love?
I Got a Man.
Oh my God. Lord have mercy, girl.
That's our single. Yeah, we actually just shot a music video for it. Yesterday was our last day of the video shoot. So that should come out before Thanksgiving. So we working hard.
So we played it on the radio today. Has it been played on the radio yet?
You know, WHUR just put it in rotation.
Wow.
In DC.
Has it been played in Baltimore?
I don't think so.
Okay, so we BMORENEWS.com. We have the record of getting it on Radio 1 WOLB. What else you want to tell it? Why do you do this conscious stuff? I mean, you could easily be doing, that song, that music, that dead music.
Right. Well, I do it because it's uplifting for the people. It's uplifting for my own spirit. You know, I come from a line of people who have spiritual obligations to their ancestors and to the community, the next 7 generations. And I know it to be true. And so, I don't play with God. When you have a mission and a purpose, when you start to stray too far from your purpose, bad things start to happen to you. Weird situations you just start getting into.
Amen.
And then you have to go back to wait a minute, this is happening because I'm not living my purpose and on my path. Right, yeah. So I know that it's my calling to do music, and I'm so passionate about it. Like even the track Wake Up, that track actually came from a dream I had about these two names. I can't recall them right now. But in the dream, the person was saying, contact these 2 people, they're a booking agent. When I woke up, I Googled these 2 names. They were not booking agents, but they were a team of scientists that were studying fluoride and the effects of fluoride on the human body and psyche and the behavioral patterns of humans. From there, it led me to find out about Monsanto Corporation seeds and the genetic modification of foods and how that's affecting people, their behaviors, their relationships with each other, their health. And, I just got so infuriated, I just had to write about it. Because I find that so many people, particularly people of color, but especially the youth, have no clue about any of these things. We don't even pay any mind to the foods that we consume. and what they do to our bodies, to our relationships. We don't understand why we may eat food from a particular fast food restaurant, and then an hour later we're in an argument with our loved ones, which we're beating our kids for reasons that they don't even know. They're like, what did I even do,
Politically speaking, you've been to various countries. You watched this nation elect its first black president. What were you thinking? What went through your mind?
On one hand, I think I was very surprised. Like, I remember watching and saying, "Are you serious? Did that really happen? Are they really doing that? What's the catch?" That was my very first feeling was, "What's the catch, y'all?" Because
what you talking about, Willis?
Right. Historically, when you know this country, we know how this country behaves and its patterns. It was very inconsistent with what we've seen so far historically for that to happen. So I was very surprised and kind of just, happy, but also just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen now, But
have you been to the White House?
I have not, no.
Well, they will be watching BMORENEWS.com, and maybe you'll get an invite over there. Common was over there.
Oh, yeah?
And the mainstream media tried to twist words, mince words, as if Common can't have his thoughts and can't love President Barack Obama.
Absolutely. He's a great speaker. I was listening to him speak for the Martin Luther King commemoration. Oh, man, it was so inspiring.
Let me ask you this.
Speak, I'm always very inspired.
Do African Americans understand how blessed we are having gone to countries like South Africa, having seen poverty? Po.
Right.
You talking about poor? No, po.
Right.
Do we understand how blessed?
Well, I think we have poverty of the mind. So it's like you're not able to see the well in front of you because you have blinders on. We lack so much inside of ourselves. That's one of the reasons why, although I'm on the road doing music and things like that, I always still work with youth in the community because that's where it starts there, with their sense of self-concept and their identity in relationship to the rest of the world. You can't expect people to be any better than their understanding. My grandmother used to say, if we knew better, we do better. And I think that is very much true. You've
never been ashamed to wear your colors. I mean those cultural colors, dashikis, the connection to Africa. I know some black women. Oh, they ain't wearing nothing from Nati's everyone's place.
Well, I'm going to tell you, it really has to do with me being growing up in a household that was very separated from mainstream media. There was no television in our house growing up. So when you don't have anything to compare yourself to and say, that's right and I'm wrong, then you never know to think that you're wrong. You only know to think that you're right and you're beautiful and you're just and, So,
Okay, how about this? Because you say you have a young man, 5 years old now.
I have a 5-year-old, yeah.
I have a young man, 15, but something for my daughter. She's 10 years old. Her name is Nyende Amari. And to all the little girls in the world, your message to them, and we'll put a minute on that and close on out. Love yourself.
To love yourself. To truly spend time with yourself, loving yourself. And if you feel feelings that don't feel like love, ask yourself why, and really start to critically think about those things.
Is it Love or a Sick Attachment by Pam Reeves? That's one of our very, very special friends. She often says, is it love or a sick attachment?
And it's so necessary that the girls love themselves and that they find ways to make themselves whole no matter what kind of environment you are born into, because you're going to be the mothers. You're going to be the very first teacher that child has. You're going to, they say the first, 5 to 6 years are the most influential of a person's life. They steer and direct how they will behave later
maybe
on.
8 years old at the most, but the person is formed by that age.
So it's so important that we are able to have a strong sense of self-knowledge, of self-awareness, self-love, so that we can give that to other people. We don't, because the only time, we feel so much anger inside is when this part is not right, because we can't give to anyone else.
44% of America's prison population is black men. Black people only comprise 12 to 15% of the entire U.S. population. When I think of the sexual abuse that happens in and outside of prisons, when I think of the increasing in Baltimore. I mean, I'm seeing so many women with women these days at the age of 13, 14, 15, it's off the hook. So many families without fathers, so many little boys who have never seen a man, so much violence, lack of interest in education. What's happening to our race here in America? Black people, what's up with us?
I can't say. It's a number of things that are going on that we know about and that we don't know about.
Okay, what are some solutions? How about that?
What are some solutions? I swear, I mean, like I said, I grew up in a very revolutionary household where we always were taught to address the race as a whole. But the older I got, I started to feel like you got to address individuals. If each person deals right in their own family, their own household, each person gives to their child what they're going to need. Because for some of our elders, sometimes people's behaviors, their patterns are already set, and there may not be any changing for certain people. But you can always give to that next generation. That's the only thing that I can think that is a solution, to deal right in your household, the way you treat your husband, your wife, and your children, and build from there. If each person does that, then you've taken care of the whole world already. Okay. That's your part to do. That's your job.
Here's one more last question. A favorite quote.
From me.
One of your favorite quotes, maybe that you recite.
I think one of my favorite quotes is, life is not about what happens to you, but about how you perceive what happens to you. And your perception can then change how you respond to situations. Take control of the way you respond, your half of any situation. Okay.
Show us that CD one more time. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
We are proud of you as a community.
Wow. Make sure you pick it up. It's on iTunes, Amazon.com. It is on CD Baby. It is on MuumuFresh.com. The Blooming.
I'm proud of you. What's my favorite love song on there?
I Got a Man.
Oh, my Lord. God bless you. Keep watching BMORENEWS.com, the news before the news, where we uncover the truth.